it's Claire back with another art journal video. So today I'm working in my blue edition Dina Wakley journal, and I'm working on one of the lovely watercolour paper pages. This page hasn't got any gesso on, and I'm just tipping some gloss sprays onto the page. So because the page hasn't got any gesso on, you can see it's really quite thirsty and it's just soaking up the gloss sprays as well as them running all over the place. This wasn't quite what I intended to happen, but sometimes you just have to try and go with the flow. I'm not always very good at that, but I think maybe I'm getting a bit better. Not much left in that one. So I'm going to save the little ball that's in the bottom of that because I've got a couple of gloss sprays that haven't actually got a little ball in the bottom to mix it, so that'll come in useful. So I've used, let me have a think, I've used fuchsia, cheddar, lime, lemon, turquoise, carnation and eggplant, and really pretty colours together. Naturally a rainbow. So page got dried really well. I wasn't particularly worried about the fact that it had bled onto the burlap page at the other side. It doesn't matter, it won't be a problem. So then I'm using Night on a blending tool, and I'm just going to use this circle stencil by Dina Wakley, and I'm just going to add some circles onto the page. So I'm trying to make sure that I am not covering up the most interesting places on the page. That's why I keep shifting the stencil around. There are some places where I really liked how the colours had mixed, so I was trying not to hide them, but maybe ended up hiding most of them, but it's okay. So I'm just kind of going with what feels right and trying to keep the page nice and balanced. It's something you kind of end up getting a bit of a feel for. Then I'm just using some Tim Holtz paper dolls, and I'm just having a sift through to see which ones I like the most, which ones feel that they work on the page. I love these paper dolls. They're so lovely to just sort of quickly stick on a page, and yeah, really versatile. Then I'm also using some of Tim Holtz collage paper. This is one with the typeset on it. It's really lovely. Doesn't always go as translucent as some collage papers, but I quite like that. I'm using gel medium to stick that down as well. Then I'm just using a stamp with some typing on it, a type font, and a white ink pad, and I've just done a bit of stamping on some of the bigger circles, and then using a Signo Uniball white pen, I've just scribbled around some of the circles as well. So this is the little red folder you can see on the left, is where I've got like extra collage pieces stored that I sometimes make and just pop in there. I'm just trying to decide which ones I might use on the page. And initially, I think I decided I was going to use the white ones. But then I changed my mind, and I got out this stamp from a Tim Holtz mark making set, medium marks, and I stamped that one down, and also a Dina Wakley one from Scribbled Branches. It's one of my favourites. I do love these botanical type of stamps and stencils. And then I had a thought, like, if you haven't got the stamp set, how could you get this effect? So if you've got this stencil, you could just draw around the stencil like I'm doing here. I'm using a Sharpie, and then you just sort of scribble around the lines again, so more than one line has quite a cool effect. It ends up looking quite scribbly, and you can see you get a similar look. So then I'm going to cut it out, and I actually end up using these ones on my page because I quite liked how they looked. And of course, if you don't have the stencil, you could even have a go at just drawing them yourself. So then I cut out 3 of them. So you notice I have 3 people on there, 3 collage botanical things as well. So I'm working in odd numbers. I'm just sticking them in place using a glue stick. And then I'm just sticking some of the people in place, adding some more scribbles around the circles. And then using the white gel pen, I'm just drawing some stars on there as well. So sometimes when I start off art journaling, I do have an idea of what I'm going to do, and sometimes I don't have any idea, and this was one of those times where I didn't really have a clue what I wanted to do. I just knew that I wanted to pour the gloss sprays onto the page, and as I started doing it, it didn't really seem to be going quite. It was a little bit uncontrolled, but actually it worked really well in the end. So then I've just got one of Dina Wakley's collage quotes and stuck it onto some craft paper and then backed it onto some white paper, and using double-sided sticky tape I'm just going to stick that on the page. So here's the final page, very colourful, very bright. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.